I hired David and his team to come in to do a few things. One of the biggest projects was to redo the floors. I currently have natural wood floors. The floors were kind of this dark red tint, like a cherry tint to them originally. When David and his team stripped the floors down or sanded the floors down completely to the natural wood, which is an oak, and I believe the other one is a cedar in the family room. I really love the original look of the wood. And so instead of putting a stain on, what we did was instead we left the stain out and we instead put a polyurethane, a coat or two of polyurethane on it, which kept it a very natural wood complexion, very light. It did a great job of brightening up some of the space here in the home where there aren't as many windows and all. And so I love the floors. The other large project that I hired them in here to do was to make some changes to my kitchen. And what I mean by that was to do a kind of a touch up on the walls. I wanted to do some paint around the walls. I wanted to remove some of the cabinets, leave some of the cabinets above, but yet install some shelves instead because I wanted that open kitchen look. I have a small kitchen when it comes to cabinetry, and so I wanted to open it up by installing some shelves. That way I would have that open look where I would have my dishes and all kind of on display. So instead of doing it half and half, which would have been half shelves, half cabinets, I decided to go with removing all of the top cabinets and doing all shelves. And so it really opened the kitchen up on one side of the kitchen here. Another part of this was to do a backsplash. The backsplash was going to just go up to the first shelf, and then anything above that first shelf, I was going to do a paint. But I fell in love with this gray herringbone stone ceramic tile. And so instead of just going to the top shelf, I instead decided to take the herringbone ceramic tile all the way up to the top. And so what I've been able to create here has been a kind of a two-tone kitchen where the top half of the kitchen wall is a little bit on the more darker, more reserved side, which is because the shelves are a dark stain color. Then you have the gray herringbone up above. So because of that, I wanted to break it up. So I decided to go with a very light countertop, which is a granite countertop. And then from there, I then decided, because I love that white so much, to go ahead and to do a paint job over the existing bottom cabinets. The original cabinets is actually a cherry wood. It's an original cherry wood. It's not dark, but again, I just thought that maybe going with a white cabinet instead would break up some of that darkness up above with the ceramic tile and the dark shelves. And with that, I changed out the cabinet hardware. I switched from the original, which was a kind of this gray hardware. I removed that and instead put black in. The black is to go with the matte black new kitchen faucet sink, as well as the sink itself. The sink is actually a granite sink as well. So my goal was to keep the kitchen in kind of this natural stone kind of decor, again with the stone backsplash, the stone countertop, the stone sink as well. And so it all looks very good. I'm very, very happy about what we did here with the kitchen. On the opposite side of the kitchen cabinet, we have a wall. This wall originally was a large chalk wall. We really enjoyed it as a family, writing on the wall and sending messages on the wall. But instead, I got rid of the chalk wall. David was able to put a very light gray color on the wall instead, which helped brighten the kitchen up. And so with the light gray walls, with the lighter natural oak floors, with the white cabinets, with the white countertop, it all balances out with the darker colors, which will be the shelves, the backsplash, as well as the kitchen faucet, the actual sink, as well as the knobs. And so we have a great balance there, which I love the kitchen. And then stepping into the dining room, there's a long wall here. This long wall was kind of my art gallery wall where I had multiple pieces of art hanging on the wall, which of course, hanging art created holes in the wall where there were nails and all. And it also had quite a bit of extra, I don't know, telephone kind of cable cords that were on the wall as well. So in order to make the wall look more clean, more, longer, I asked David to instead remove all the art, sand down the wall to really get rid of all the holes, got rid of all of the extra cable cords that were originally coming through the wall, got rid of all of that, plastered it, did a great job sanding it down. And now we just have this long, smooth wall here, much cleaner, and it goes really great with the floors as well. And so loving that, it really brightened up the dining room because the dining room does not have as much natural light. As you can see, there's one window that's in the dining room here. So opening up or brightening that wall really helped to make that room much brighter, naturally looking. And then heading upstairs, there was no railing as we were coming upstairs. It was just obviously just the wall. So I decided to go ahead and invest in putting a railing in. So David was able to find a beautiful railing to go on the wall. We were able to stain that. The very same stain on the railing matches the opposite side of the stair, which is kind of this dark red stain as well, which really looks good that it matches that. Get upstairs into the hallway. Again, made some clean changes here. We were able to do a paint job all the way around, just to make sure that the paint upstairs in the hallway, it matches, it flows with, going down the stairs, it flows with the wall in the dining room, it flows with the one wall in the kitchen. So that's really great there. The other large project here was to do two things actually upstairs in between two of the bedrooms. There was this Jack and Jill closet space between the master bedroom and one of the bedroom number 2. Instead of having that walk through between the two bedrooms, I thought to make it more private. And so I asked David to install a wall in that closet so that each bedroom will have its own separate private closet space. They did a great job coming in, putting the studs in. I think it took them maybe one day to actually get the wall built in. The team was great. They came in, they were very professional. They were able to get that wall in. The other large project for bedroom number 2 was to redo a very odd bedroom door that I had. The previous owners, for whatever reason, took out the more traditional standard bedroom door. They opened it up to maybe a double or maybe 2.5 size that, and it was like a sliding door, very flimsy. I never liked that since I purchased the home. So instead I asked David if they could fill that large opening in with more wall space in order to have an actual more traditional or standard bedroom door put in. They were able to do that. They stained that door to match all of the other bedroom doors. And so there's cohesiveness here in the hallway when it comes to the new paint job around the hall, as well as now all the bedroom doors match in size. They all match in color, and it all looks great. And so with that, the last piece to it was the master bathroom. The floor had some a little bit of water damage, but enough to notice it on the floor because an oak floor as well. And so when David and his team were staining downstairs, I asked that they would stain that master bedroom floor, or I should say bathroom floor as well. And so that floor matches downstairs, and David was able to do a fresh coat of paint in the master bathroom as well. Same paint as downstairs, again, just to keep it cohesive, let it flow throughout the house. And so it all looks great. And so with that being said, I recommend David and his team for any home renovations that you have in your future. I recommend them. They were very professional. They cleaned up behind themselves every single day. David and I were able to collaborate on some of the designs. So again, if you're looking for any home renovations, please give David a call. that floor matches downstairs, and David was able to do a fresh coat of paint in the master bathroom as well. Same paint as downstairs, again, just to keep it cohesive, let it flow throughout the house, and so it all looks great. And so with that being said, I recommend David and his team for any home renovations that you have in your future. I recommend them. They were very professional. They cleaned up behind themselves every single day. David and I were able to collaborate on some of the designs. So again, if you're looking for any home renovations, please give David a call.